Nodaway Valley sophomore Georgia Holiday with me after the Wolverines girls basketball team beat East Union tonight at home. Georgia maybe a little slow start for the team tonight, but really started to pull away there in the second quarter, and you were a big part of that. Just getting the ball to the hole, just driving and laying them up. Talk about that and just kind of the feeling of getting going.
I think in the second quarter we really found our groove and we pulled it together, and we were looking for the open man, and we were really talking to each other and telling each other who's open and passing the ball around really well.
What were you seeing from their defense? Just basketball's a lot of matchups and things like that. You had a career high 15, I believe, tonight. So talk about just kind of the matchups that you were seeing out there.
The girls were just shorter a little bit, and I just found like the open spot and called for the ball and hope for the best.
Talk about the growth of the offense. Here after the break, was there anything that you guys worked on over the break that you kind of wanted to kind of focus on here early on in 2022?
We really worked on like screens, finding the open man, talking, and working on our defense.
How good a win like this? I mean, you came out and did what you needed to do. That feel good?
Yes.
Really big second half. What were some of the key things you talked about?
71-27 win for the Nodaway Valley Wolverines over East Union tonight. Coach Brian Eichbach with me. Coach, pretty dominating win tonight. Seemed like a lot of positives from the ball game. Your thoughts after this one? What did you think?
I felt like we went into halftime up 33-15, and I felt like we hadn't executed that well yet. We hadn't really executed our press. We hadn't really attacked them offensively enough. We'd given up, I think, 12 first half points to LAC. Second half, I felt like we came out and played hard. We did execute, scored almost 10 more points in the second half than we did the first half, and we kept our starters in later than we anticipated. But with the weather moving in tomorrow, no, we're not going to be able to have a full practice. We wanted to get them as much in before we play Saturday. So all in all, I think it was a good night. Had a lot of kids score. I think it's a defensive intensity. You can tell when we have it and when we don't. And second half we had it more so than the first half. So we finished strong, I thought.
Really big second quarter, I believe it was, for Georgia Holiday. Career high, I believe, for her, 15 points. Talk about that and just kind of what you said. Maybe not the defensive intensity in the first half, but she had a big second quarter.
So she had just subbed in. She gets a putback immediately for 2. Gets the rebound, puts it back up for 2. So definitely what you want to see off kids, with kids that come off the bench. She did. She played hard. They're a very physical team, and we knew that. I thought our kids did a good job rebounding. I haven't seen those stats yet, but yeah, Georgia had 15 career high and played well, and it's always good to see that. It's always good to see that that response when the kid gets into the game.
Lindsay, big second half. Kind of took over the game there at one point in the second half. Talk about that. 22 points, I think, for Lindsay.
She did. She had a couple games there where she wasn't scoring as much as she wants or as much as we were used to, but she has been doing a lot of the little things like she usually does. And I felt like tonight, Maddox she finished with 9. I can't wait to see how many assists that she had. I mean, she did a good job of being a facilitator tonight. But yeah, Lindsay did. She finished really well at the rim. Had some open threes. She had 4 threes tonight. Whitney hit a couple threes, so pretty balanced scoring. We had 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 kids score, and we had 2 in double digits, so double figures.
I'm sure you would love to play Panorama on Saturday, but we're supposed to have an impending snowstorm. So either way, talk about just what you're wanting to see out of the girls here down the stretch here. We're kind of here 12, 13 games into the season, so that kind of means we're starting to talk about the end here.
So they're number 4 in the state, a position we were in last year when we played them, or immediately after. So the shoe's on the other foot, I guess, if you will, at this point for us. So ultimately what we want to do is come out and play as hard as we can. We met after the game and had kind of an impromptu practice just to kind of walk through some things in case we're not able to practice tomorrow, and really just go do us as hard as you can, as long as you can out of the 32 minutes when you're in there, and the chips will fall where they may. They're a very good team. They can shoot the ball really well. They put on really good pressure. We're going to have to take care of the ball. We're going to have to rebound. We're going to have to finish and hit open shots. And, when you only have so many of those teams on your schedule, you've got to take advantage of it. And we're excited. We're excited for the opportunity to play one of the best teams in the state, 2A.
All right, again, the final score tonight, 71-27, Nodaway Valley over East Union. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.